Welcome. My name is Christopher Williams. I'm the acting superintendent for Salem Park and Recreation Department. And I'd like to start out by welcoming the Rob Dyrdek Foundation for being here in our city with a generous offer. We're here today to announce a happy convergence of events. The Street League skateboarding tour stop here at Key Arena this weekend, a wonderful Mother's Day event, and a generous donation to the city for a skate park at Roxhill Skate Park in West Seattle. The Street League skateboarding tour is probably skateboarding's premier event and competition. We're glad that you chose Seattle as your stop and to make a donation. Because of the recession, we are looking for partners and partnerships and collaboration to provide us with services and programs people rely on. And skateboarding is really big in the city, and we know that we've got a skateboarding plan, and kids all over the community will really take advantage of this gift. So at this time, I'd like to introduce our mayor, Mayor Michael McGinn, who's a big fan of Seattle Park and Recreation, and is kind of a parks guy in his own right. And when we sort of broached this idea with the mayor, he was eager to come out and sort of accept this donation and jump all over. So thank you, Mayor.
Thank you.
Come on up.
Are you going to introduce Rob when I'm done? Okay. Yeah, so thank you, Christopher. Thank you, Rob. This is, you know, Seattle loves its parks. We all know that. And I was really proud to play a role in the Parks and Green Spaces levy and getting that on the ballot. And one of the parts of that was investing in skate parks. And this has been, you know, somewhat more controversial. Anytime you want to change a park from doing one thing to another thing, you know, you have to consult the community and talk with them. But the beauty of our park system is we really work to make sure that we accommodate the things that people want to do. And I think one of the great things about Christopher Williams and our Parks Department is they go out and they listen to people, and they you know, the community helps program the parks, helps tell them what's important. And what we heard loud and clear from the community was, you know, kids need more skate facilities. We heard that, and so that was a part of the levy that passed, was approved by the voters. And it's really great to be able to start implementing some of these. I was out in Roxhill, I did a walking tour out there, I saw the park, I got to meet some of the neighbors. It's a diverse community. It's another one of Seattle's great communities. It's a really beautiful park and facility. They're doing something that'll add life to it, that'll give kids opportunities to, you know, be active and fit and engaged, that'll bring more people into the park, help keep it safer. It's just a win all around. And you know, as Christopher mentioned, we do have a recession. We do have challenges in funding. So when we can have partners step up and help us do stuff, we're just really, really grateful. So thank you.
So one of our goals in the park department is to build community, like the mayor said. But we use a number of approaches to do this. And we kind of think of what we do in community building as capturing young people while they're in the hope stage of their development. Skateboarding offers an opportunity for young people to get out, get some exercise, to use their time productively, legitimate recreation use, and Rob Dyrdek of the Rob Dyrdek Foundation actually shares that value. And at this time, I'd like to invite him over to say a few words. You may have seen him on TV. He's got the Rob and Big Show and Rob's Fantasy Factory, professional skateboarder, and I think just a notable figure in the whole skateboarding community. So thank you, Rob, for coming on.
Yeah, I appreciate this so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
You know, I just want to say, more than what people probably realize is, I spend, you know, all my time with this foundation trying to build what I call safe spot skate spots, and really kind of changing that idea inside communities that, hey, let's build safe places for these guys to skate, because they're going to keep skating, and whether it's on private property or public property or a facility built for them, skateboarding is, you know, the third most popular sport in our country now. And when I, you know, called up Chris and Park and Recs and found out what they were doing, and that there is a 20-year plan with 25 parks that has already been passed through a system. It was light years ahead of what I even thought. And I thought I was a genius coming up with my safe spot, skate spot, and the city had already come up with skate dots, which is just a small little skatable surface in little areas, which is tenfold to even what I had even envisioned, you know. And for that, you know, was one of the main reasons that we're kicking off the 2011 Street League tour here, you know, and not only that, by all things destined, by what may or may not be happening by the grace of God, there's a skate park attached to the Key Arena. They don't. So I actually filmed a little thing where I did a trick in the park and then skated all the way into the arena where our giant facility is. So this is a huge weekend. This tour is basically our MBA for skateboarding, and I build, a giant concrete plaza in the middle of the arena. And one of the things that I'd like to do is replicate that in Roxhill. And by that, I have all these features inside there that we will save and then be able to donate. So all the kids of this community that come out and watch the world's best skateboard key this weekend will also have an opportunity once we finish up with Roxhill to skate on all the exact same stuff that the pros skated on. So, I appreciate the community as a whole and what they're doing, and I would look forward to coming back here each year. And not only that, but helping fund skate dots and skate spots to help fill out those 25 parks over the next few years, and hopefully we can make that happen a little quicker than 20 years. But I do really appreciate everything you guys are doing for skateboarding in this community, and I'm going to use it as a basis that I go in and take to every city in this entire country to be, look what Seattle's doing, this is what we need for skateboarding and our communities, for the kids to have a safe place to grow up skateboarding. So I truly appreciate you guys.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. I'd say that Chris always has to say yes to that. See, it's bringing back memories now when you're talking about that. I'm a little older. I remember when the first skateboard found its way to the street I lived on, and we're all taking turns of the driveway, and it's advanced a lot, and people are so far much more skillful. As I mentioned, I have 3 kids, 16, 13, and 11. Don't have any skateboarders, but there's something about watching a young kid gain competence, gain poise, gain assurance in the future, it's part of growing up is to be able to do that. And what we see, is skateboarding is part of that. Clearly, it's part of that. It's one of the ways in which kids find a way to express themselves and become a part of a community and be part of a community and focus on something that builds their skills and builds their self-confidence. And this was sparked also by what Christopher was saying about capturing people when they're still hopeful. And this is a big deal in this city. We have a lot of kids growing up who have choices that they can make in life. And some of them make bad choices. And through our park system, through our school system and school district, through the community work we do, through the community work we do, we have to give people good choices. And skateboarding is a great choice. Somebody who's working on, I worked on my driveway and my basketball moves. We can talk about that another day. But working on your skateboarding, again, that's a discipline and that's a focus, and that's preparation, and that's also making friends and building a community that can help people and succeed in life. So I'm just inspired by your dedication to kids. We share a dedication in this office and in the Parks Department to our kids, and I just want to say thank you again for helping us do a little more with the resources we have. It really means a lot to us. Thank you.
So at this time, I'd just like to recognize some of the staff behind the scenes who've really been working together to make this work. There's Paul Descano from the Agent Foundation. There's our own Kevin Stoops from Capital Planning and Development and Parks, Karen O'Connor, and Aaron Pickus from the Mayor's Office who all put this together. So thank you. And that concludes our presentation. Thank you.
We have questions from you guys if you have any about, you have data on what the gift is and what's being provided.
Could you kind of go over it just in brief for us?
Sure. You want to review what it is?
Okay, so we've been working with Street League and the Rob Dyrdek Foundation for a gift in the neighborhood of $75,000. About $50,000 of that would be used for design and engineering work, and about $25,000 of that would be sort of an in-kind donation. Now, there are a number of features which will be used at Key Arena this weekend, and the discussion has been to implement those at the Roxhill Skate Park site. So we're finding the details on what is the segregation of design and development and what's actually going into the ground. But notwithstanding that, it's a great gift and a great opportunity for a partnership.
So if $75,000 is coming off the bottom line, where's that $75,000 going next?
Oh, you mean the $75,000?
The money saved on the project, where will that money then go?
I think Christopher and I can both report to you there is more need than dollars. We have a long list of needs in the park system. So that $75,000 means that we can advance this project, and we'll probably have more opportunity then to advance other levy-funded projects or other opportunity fund projects that are out there than if we didn't have this money.
That's exactly right.
Summit Park up on Cap Hill, there's a skate feature that's kind of been in the news lately. I guess the neighbors have been complaining about noise and that type of thing. Where are we at with that?
So we are very much aware of that in the Park Department. In fact, we will be holding a public hearing at the Board of Park Commissioners on May 12th and have sent out notices to the public. One of the unintended consequences is the level of noise that design creates for that dense neighborhood and people who live near that park. So we want to have a public discussion with the community at our park board hearing and talk to them about ways to mitigate some of the concerns they have and really how to be a good neighbor and make that skate dot successful.